Welcome, 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 everyone, to another adventure into reality. I'm your intrepid host, the Galactic Historian, Andrew Bartzis. Come on in to the chat room here on Zoom. All of you, come on in, sit down, take a moment off, as we're going to have a teaching here in just a moment. And all of you people who've already put your hands up, put your hands down, because we use the wheel of colors. Everyone here, put your hands back down. Yeah, that's right. All of those people who were even before the show started had your hand up. You're too excited. That's right. Liana, get your hand down too, because everyone that's going to have their hand up isn't going to get chose till your hand is down. That is correct. Hands down. And everyone, please shut off your video also. We are going to not be taking calls until after a teaching. So we want to welcome everyone. Liliana, Irene, Zero, William, Teresa, Sophia, Shelly, Shinawi, Ralph, Nicole, Moji, Margie, Lisa, Joyce, Gabe, Eva's iPad, Edson, Don's iPad, Danish, Brenda, Alfredo, 786-520-301, Eddie, and all those others that are dropping into the chat room now. So over this last year, for those of you who've been listening, there has been a theme. And that theme is about you awakening, about you seizing control of who you are, what you are, through the joy of discovery of the self. Now, over this time, we've had a lot of callers come in, and everything you can think of has happened. Last week, we had some very important callers. Every caller is a teacher. But we're nearing the end of the year, and we have to discover, what have you learned over this year? What have you individually been able to do for yourself? That's right. So today, I'm going to have a special teaching about whales. For those that you have the Living the Mystical Life daily online 6-week online course, you will know this one well. For those of you who have not had the Living the Mystical Life daily online course, this is a special teaching from there that's part of the 6-week course. If you are interested in purchasing the course, we have a special going on. If you get a half hour or an hour session with me, you get 50% off the Living the Mystical Life daily course. Contact mpa@galactichistorian.com if you are interested in taking this 6-week online challenge. This course is from everyone from zero to super advanced. It's about rediscovering yourself, the joys within you, doing the inner work. There are a series of videos that teaches you hands-on how to rediscover fire ceremonies, how to do the inner work. All right. That's right. Hands down. All of you that are running in and putting your hands up. We are. That's right. So everyone, just relax. I want you to see what we're going to be doing as like a meditation type energy. Okay? As I said, this is going to be about whales, what they can do. I want everyone to pop into the chat room and write, what do you think whales do as a totem? Ooh, what have you learned this year? Strength from Nicole. Presence from Joyce. Record keepers. They are all that and more. There we go. Now they got that chat room moving. All right, if you are not in the Zoom chat room, let's say you're on Facebook Live right now, you can come to the Zoom chat room. The information will pop up on the screen in just a moment to do that. And if you want to be chosen as a caller, you must be in the Zoom room. So if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, or whatever else I missed, wherever we're simulcasting to throughout the multiverse. All right, everyone, sit back, relax, open your hearts, and have an understanding. At times, I long to be out in the middle of the ocean waters, What is this ancient longing to be out alone on the waters, sitting in silence as my skin soaks up the golden rays of sunlight? With a deep appreciation for the winds upon my face and the shell of life, the canoe, I look into the depths of the water. I ponder about the reflections from the surface of the water. The silence is broken with large splash as ripples wash over reflections. Whale has heard my heart questions, projected into the waters, and now she here is here to share her heart space and songs of the ancestors. How beautiful you are, whale. How majestic your presence is in my heart. Your songs remind me of lullabies I've heard but cannot remember from when or where. Your sound quiets and calms my ancient soul. So long have I tried to find my voice. All too often, I have chosen not to sing, speak, or tell my inner self to others. Friend whale, teach me how to sing and speak like you. What ancient lyrics can you tell me of? Dear one, true sounds come from the heart. It is not forced. We, the whale nations, chose long ago to use our heart space expressions of unconditional love through song. Our songs are a connection from the love of the sun that we breathe in and carry throughout our bodies, that flows from our hearts into the great waters of Mother Earth. When we sing the ancient present love from Mother Earth to help calm and bring balance to her waters. Mother Earth has given so much to our nations that this is our gratitude and prayers back to her. We sing to all life in the waters, not one more than another. Our intention in our songs is beauty of life, of creation, of what true co-creation is. Our purpose to stay with Mother Earth as long as there are creature kind to hear our heart songs and co-create with us. Understanding that you, two-legged, were also born with the gift of song, of heart voice, for your tongue came out of your heart as the second sacred organ. To find your voice two-legged, you must first remember what it was to be a heart. From the space of the heart is where your words and songs will flow, like the waters we sing in each day. We sing to remind two-legged to sing. It is a gift and one to be shared back to Mother Earth, to sing of the ancient stories, past, present, and for the future. In every moment, you two-legged have this choice. The choice is to carry wisdom in co-creating with your own waters and all waters that are shared with the all. Come swim with me back to a place from which your creation spark started. Come back to the sacred dream, and we will share with you your song, the song that weaves peace into your very soul. Will you sing your heart song in equal co-creation with the whale nations and Earth Mother? Each song of whale speaks to the heart of the individual, a part of the whole. Each whale song speaks of personal triumphs and joys of living. And whale song is calling of the mate, pod, and dreamers dreaming the great dream of a unified peace. Whale is the singer of the 7 ocean nations. Whale has many skin suits like sperm whale, beluga, white whale, and orca. Whale song permeates the all of Great Mysteries clan within the ocean nations. For all that has been above has been below the ocean waters. Whale song can activate the crystal and mineral communities, signaling that time is now and the power is in the eternal song. echoing through all of our ocean nations, touching Mother Earth's waters. Whale song can clean, rejuvenate, and repair the oceans, revitalizing the micro communities that support the great food chain of life. Whale was attracted by Earth Mother's call to swim through the 7 ocean nations, to hold sacred song space near Earth's special underwater places. Whale was the living embodiment of our oral teachers and historians in echolocation song. Whale's song, when heard by the two-legged, can create vast understandings of heart space projected knowingness of love. Whale's song can heal some of the greatest wounds of non-self-forgiveness. Whale's mighty song can soothe the two-legged mind so she can reach the silence and know she too can sing with Whale. Try it now. It is Whale's gift to you to know her song and make her proud by singing back to the allness of the great sky nation, repeating Whale's endless love song to all of Earth's nations' relations. Whale can sing to the allness of the universe, using Earth's waters to amplify her message to the star brothers and sisters. Whale is the great eternal translator of sound into light. So light and sound may transverse the hologram of reality, bringing the fullness of the messages as an experience of light and sound, directly manifesting with the light incarnating being's soul frequency. Whale can bypass the fabric of reality and co-create with the soul. Whale can teach you of the essence of the experience through her song. Whale's personal message to all surface, subsurface, and inner earth nations. Aho, manifest beings of light. The great pod of Whale people sing to you in unity this message of universal peace. The rhythm of the song felt in your heart's spiritual core. Our song tells the tales of ancestors, past, present, and future. What it took for ancestors to love, even when love was not returned. Tales of ancestors in true heart-spaced soul love. What it took to have lives together and have offspring who carried on the family lineage and love. Well, we tell the tales of lovers loving each other throughout hundreds of lifetimes. We tell the tale of secret lovers never to be told in density manifest, for they were a forbidden love. Our song knows no end to its journey of love, so all past, present, and future generations have access to the stream of earth love manifested through her many generations, recorded in song. Well, its song is imprinted in the 7 ocean nations. The ocean nations feed the sky nations and make the rain nations. With the rain nations, the thunder beings and elemental storm cloud beings form collected collections of Earth's waters that bring down the great teachings of Earth's dreaming mind, co-creating with grandfather's sun's eternal rays, connecting us to the great star nations. Whale song connects and interconnects to all light life forms, exchanging soul frequency and dream stream of ancestral lineages, not of red blood relation. Whale is soul family celestial chorus, brother and sister to all seekers of peace, love, and harmony with all sentient kind. Whale has a special song for all those who bear the responsibility of acting in the now. Whale shares her special gift song for all those now manifested peacekeepers and peacemakers. Her song activates your heart-connected fetus in mother's womb, assisting you at disentangling from the nature of distraction and competition with the hierarchy. Whale has a deeper song for those choosing to hold the mantle of responsibility equal to their level of current awareness of the now. Her song connects you to the mighty now frequency and interconnects you with the all of nature. If you find the time to sing with her the chorus of unity and equality for all. Friend Whale sings her way into your medicine spread. Whale teaches the way for the children of man to come together in the bonds of brotherhood and sisterhood. Whale holds the knowledge that will attract the sleeping rainbow warriors. Her heart song will be felt beyond the seas. Whale asks that your heart song be in harmony with the great mystery, for it's coded in your DNA. These heart song frequencies will be the alarm clock for the sleeping. Some will hear it, and others will hit the snooze button. It is not for you to judge or forcibly awake them. Each in their own way. Each being must be allowed to have their own sacred expression. When you work with the whale medicine, your co-creating heart song will be heard by those awakened, and a great pod of whale people will form, and with you will roam the dreamtime oceans afar. The echolocation of whale will resonate in the physical world. As you learn to walk in balance, friend whale will come to your medicine spread. Her song will touch parts of your body with vibration. This vibration will start a process of remembering your past. Take time to heal, learn, and prosper with friend whale as your new medicine teacher. Swim with her as a part of the great pod of spirit whales, exploring the universe with song. Remember, says friend whale, share these teachings with your children, so the next 7 generations will find their way back to their sacred waters to sing again the co-creation spark of life heart songs. These are the teachings of our unborn, so they will come to understand the strength of infinite potentials of source spark, and that they are never alone. They came from love. They were created from love. They are love. And the whale nations love all unconditionally and will be here for them when they come seeking answers. For they are dreaming us, we are dreaming them, and we are dreaming all of you. And Earth Mother is dreaming all of us. I hope. Powerful teaching. Powerful, powerful teaching. So everyone pop into that chat room. What did you think? What did you feel? Can you connect to the heart song? Liliana, the first time I felt connection. Saw a whale made of stars. They are here to help us discover ourselves through song, to help us become the great translators of sound into light and light into sound. Many have asked me how I comprehend the Akashic Records. Long, long ago, a whale came to me at a young age, pod of them, and they sung to me, and I began to understand the song. And it was powerful medicine. To this day, it reminds me we came from love, we are love, and we are never alone. So many of you come to these calls feeling alone. So many ask, how do you stay so centered and so patient for them? It's who I am. It's what I am. I'm a living, breathing manifestation of the earth song, the Akashic record in sound form. Some of you are in emotional tears. Over the years of me doing this, I cannot tell you how many visions I've had with Whale. There's a line in there. A great pod of whale people will form. I remember writing that line as a part of this document. There's a part I didn't put in. And that part I'm going to tell you about. They came to me in dream time. We traveled the oceans and the stars. And when we returned here to Earth, I was much older, similar to who I am today. I saw all these whale people holding the eternal song, but asleep in dream. And the few that have awakened and held their level of awareness to their responsibility, I honor you by bringing these teachings forward, so you too may be activated vibration, frequency, and sound, so you may share it with the all. Everything is yours in this moment of now. I'm going to read another teaching, another one from the Living the Mystical Life Daily Course. You're all in this heart-centered space right now. This next one is very important teaching. It's called the Sacred Cave. It's about understanding who you are and how to stay awakened. The lightning crashes outside my sacred cave, echoing through my soul, revealing my hidden fright. I go closer to the sacred fire, yearning for safety of the grandmother's touch. The lightning crashes once more. This time it strikes my heart space in knowingness of the fifth world of peace. It strikes a chord in me that has not been rung since the dawn of my eternal struggle. My mind set ablaze with thoughts of past, present, and future. Lost in no time, found in time. My heart speaks as the thunder crashes. Aho, friend of friends. It is I, the eternal heart of Great Spirit, here in the now, speaking to you through the thunder, the rain, and wind. Aho, friend of friends. You are our living hope of finding remedy for the 4 previous teacher worlds. Aho, friend of all friends. It is I, the great mystery, unified in the uniworlds, layered over all forms of thought and creation. Aho, friend of all light friends. It is I, the you of the now, reaching beyond the veil of the dream weave, asking you to dream weave with the living algorithms of life. Be the lightning, be the wind, speak the eternal words of the fifth world of peace. Be the peacemaker, and the lightning beings will strike you with inspiration, wisdom, and advanced knowingness of peace harmony, and unity for all creature beings, using the Dreamweaver as their method of spiritual locomotion through all time-space within great mystery. Grandmother Spider says, my, how have you come to this space, aware and unaware of the eternal struggle? You are the source of great mystery to me. We want you to teach the future generations of Dreamweavers of what courage is needed to face the elements of our misperceptions, deceptions, and conceptions of what is real, false, what is red and blue, what is our soul, and what is the soul of another, trying to stay alive for one last second of breath. Each sacred breath you take to push away the fear brings you closer to a truth you have known since the dawn of all your eternal births. What was forgotten through each birth is now remembered. And every single flash of lightning, every infinite thought is now returned to your sacred wisdom, transforming the unknown into heart-space knowingness of the eternal, universal fetus, weaving the dream weave before the dream weave was inhabited by light beings with Akashic Records. Aho, friends, it is I, the grandmother weaver of the universal expression of light strings. Aho, friend of all friends, I ask you to come and sit in the universal sacred fire of creation and sit with the elders of elders to ponder, live and breathe the sacred universal smoke signals of the creators of all there is, was, and ever will be. Me dreaming you before you dreamed me, and me dreaming you so peace could manifest in a world that needs peace. Aho, friend of all friends, I ask you to sit in the fires of creation, to go through the eye of the firestorm and come out the other side, the elder of elder, teacher of teachers, the peacemaker of all peacekeepers yet to come. Sit with me, friend of all friends, and I know we weave in unison with you. The lightning strikes its final chord in my eternal soul, signaling the end of the eternal struggle. I am now at peace with all that is, was, and ever will be. I am the living, breathing manifestation of peace. Today I walk into the great unknown. Today I travel the multiverse, free of the constraints of the previous celestial teacher worlds. Today I travel the great mystery, looking for the other manifestations of universal peace, so we may all sit in a grand council of universal peacekeepers and peacemakers. Oh, great spirit, I call out to the all of the universe. This time we have a grand circle of elder peacemakers come and sit in sacred council on Earth Mother's spine. I call to all peacemakers of all time space to etch their way out of the eternal struggle and manifest in our universal sacred fire of creation, so we may teach the future generations of the mantle of responsibility. Aho, dream weavers of dreamers, it is I, the friend of all friends. I call to you to reach out to every line of creation and speak to the souls seeking peace. Oh, great mystery of all mysteries, it is I, the friend of all friends. I ask you to come and sit in the fires of creation to help us dream this dream of peace. I sit before the fires of creation, humbled as the eternal soul. I accept my friendship to all friend spirits. I accept my purpose and place in great mysteries plan. I know in my heart of hearts my place in space-time is set, hardened like Earth Mother's shell. I accept my role as universal auditor of fate, destiny, and all of their perceptions of a future. I accept myself in total. I accept my other selves in total. I accept myself in equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order. I accept myself so all other creature beings may have a friend of friends present in their ever-present moments. They need peace. I exist in all time space, in all locations of tangible and intangible space. I am formless and shapeless and shaped and formed. I am the universal auditor of peace, and now I choose to move forward to a future not set in stone, but set in equal co-creation of peace. I take this first step away from the fires of creation to bring the peacemaker to all friends of friends, so we may pass the word, we are creating it all. Aho, friends of peace. Today I travel to the sacred places of all celestial mysteries to light the grand council of peacemakers' fire. Sending to all beings of light, the time is now and the power is in peace. Now I sit on Earth Mother, here in the now, waiting in the ever-present moment of moments with no expectations or precognitive functions active. I wait for the peacemakers and peacekeepers to etch their way out of their eternal struggle to sit in this universal council of peace. I light the sacred fire in Earth's dreaming mind with all ancestors present in this sacred council of peace. I call forth all DNA lineage ancestors, soul family elders to add their Akashic records into this sacred fire, so I may reach into the universal dream weave and connect all lines of creation to Earth's sacred dreaming fire of peace. I place the black stone of the Western doorway of perception on the sacred universal celestial medicine wheel of life. I place the white stone of the northern doorway of perception so all ancestors in astral and inner earth may hold sacred soul family council of integration. I place the yellow stone of the east so grandfather's son may sit in personal council with all sentient kind, knowing the son as elder grandfather. I place the blue stone to the south for our 7 future generations of dreamers and peacekeepers, so they may come and sit in elder council, so they may plan their lives in peace in the dream weave of Earth's universal dreaming mind. I bring the universal peace drum in service with Earth Mother, the ancient hide of those long ago in extinction, stretched over the eldest grandfather tree of Earth's red road relations. I warm this drum by the fires of dream creation. I wait in silence for the talking drum of universal peace to speak her words of universal rhythm of peace on all layers of destinies, manifesting the 5th world of peace. And so it begins with the drum beat. All sacred drum beats come into unison. The Dreamtime Society of the Southern Skies, dream dancers come into view, dancing for peace around the fires of creation. The dancers' feet in perfect synchronicity with the talking drum of universal peace. The ancestral fire tenders come into view, assisting in equal co-creation to feed the fires of dreamtime creation with presence of heart-spaced awareness. Turning the sacred coals of the ancient grandmother and grandfather tree spirits who have lived their time on earth, their essence of wisdom in the fires of Earth's dreamtime fire of peacemakers assemblage. Aho. Powerful words. What did you feel? Hop on into that chat room. I get a little emotional every time I read that one. That's a culmination of what it took to accept my potent power as a present being manifested in now. That 4.5 pages represents what it took to be me with all of this power, to be humble with it, to know that I cannot use it to step on another's journey, that I can only present the wisdom, and those that hear it will hear it, and those that can't, cannot. So many ask, how do you do it? There's a 4-page example. Learning not to step on another's journey, it's putting yourself before them, being a zealot or a martyr for another ideological cause. Stepping on a journey comes in many ways. When one does not ask you for wisdom, and you dump wisdom upon them, wisdom that can change their perception and point of view that they are not ready for. So many psychics out there give way too much information. How many callers have you heard? A psychic told me 30 years ago I was this, this, and this, and 30 years later I have nothing. Because they weren't ready. They're not equal. Their responsibility is not equal to their level of awareness. Each day, you have the responsibility to be equal to your level of awareness. In this modern age of information, you can hop on YouTube and pretend to get a PhD in a subject. But you aren't learned. You aren't learned and you are not illuminated from a PhD in YouTube. Learning discernment is everyday action. Knowing how to engage hindsight instantly. All of your context of who you are is in your hindsight. Yet so many have zero linear aspect of what happened the day before, the day before, and the day before, and the year before. Information overload. Curiosity learning is the most dangerous form of learning in this world. Life is a blessing. So, what have you learned this year? Have any of you been able to sum up what you've learned? What's your context from this month, the month before? We're going to be having another solstice coming, or equinox, whatever it is, December the 17th to the 23rd. Shortest day of the year. Are you ready to sum up what you've learned this year so that next year you don't have to repeat it? That's why we go through these. Learning to be humble is a learned process. Let me tell you about something about humbleness. So you innately know not to step on another's journey when you have potent powers of a present manifested being. All right, everyone. Once you pop on into the participants button, click on the button that says raise your hand, lower your hand, raise your hand, lower your hand. You have a bunch of people who have already raised your hand. For everyone that's already raised your hand, lower your hand and then raise it again. That's how you get selected to be a caller here. For those of you who are not in the Zoom room and want to be a part of the Zoom concept, go to andrewbartzis.com, sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get all the information of how to be in the Zoom room and select it to be a caller. And yes, there is a call-in number where phone numbers can call in too, but you must be a part of the Zoom room. That is our rules and things that we have going on here. All right, Robert, we have now done our spiritual jazzercise and raised our hand, lower our hand, raised our hand, lower our hand. Spin that wheel of raised and lowered hands. And hi, what we say in the background.
No control, surrender. Nicole, you are unmuted with Andrew.
Nicole, are you there?
Hello, Andrew. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where are you calling from today?
Hi, Andrew. I'm calling from England.
England, welcome to the show. What did you think about
Hello.
what I was reading out loud, The Sacred Cave and the Whales?
It was great.
Did it
I
connect you?
loved it. Yes, it did.
Okay. Did you feel anything?
I did. I felt really peaceful. I thought it was really wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what did you want to talk about today?
Well, I've been following you for a bit, and I really love everything you do.
Well, thank you.
I feel like I know you.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, well, of course, it's a special connection. You do a wonderful thing.
Well, thank you.
I didn't expect to be picked tonight.
Well, Universal Wheel of Callers has selected you.
Yeah, it's taken me quite by surprise, really. Well, thank you very much. I feel very honored.
So what did you want to talk about today?
Well, I followed you a lot, and I've always been spiritual from quite a young age, but I have spent the majority of my life feeling quite lost. And I can never really figure it out. I feel quite, as spiritual as I am, I feel quite lost. I don't know how to describe the feeling.
So you're spiritual but lost. What does prayer mean to you?
I pray a lot every day.
What does it mean to you, though?
To me, it's like a constant conversation.
Are your prayers answered?
Sometimes they are.
So then how are you really lost?
Well, I suppose I struggle a lot with anxiety.
That's separate of your spirituality.
Yeah, in my my spiritual life, I think is quite healthy. I see a lot, feel a lot, dream a lot. But sort of in my days.
That puts you hand and foot above many others who don't dream and don't have visions and don't pray at all.
Oh, I do. I have done since a child. I don't know any other way.
So you're really lost, or you just don't know where to go next?
Yeah, I suppose that's the right sort of way, because I'd love to do, because I work a lot in palliative care. I'm a palliative carer, so, a large part of my life, I spend, if I'm not with my son or boyfriend or, your human life, a large part of my life is spent helping people to cross over, which is really wonderful. So it's an amazing thing to do.
Until you get stuck in the classic palliative care of not knowing where to go next, because so much of you is on the other side helping people pass over that it's hard to hear.
I think you're hitting the nail on the head, because I often have one foot in this world and one foot in the next.
Well, for 6.5 years, I did palliative care and stuff also. Watched people, help people pass on. Worked with a company called Reiki Rays of Hope here in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was a very unique time for myself. I listened to people's life stories. I was not in palliative care. I was, well, technically I was, but I was going there to do Reiki. And a lot of times I just sat there and talked with people. As part of it was a volunteer process. And then after a while it became paid, not as a nursing scenario. I learned a lot, but I also learned that you get stuck between both worlds.
Yes, I think you can do. You've got to be very careful. I'm very good at disconnecting. So when I sort of leave my job or walk,
it's still a 5-day-a-week job for you.
Yeah.
That means 40 plus hours a week, you're on the other side.
Absolutely. I work a lot with dementia care as well. And they're definitely not here.
Right.
Definitely.
That means a good portion of your soul is on the other side, guiding them to their ancestors and to their light cities that they have to go to.
Well, I hope so, because I'm not really sure.
I know so.
I'm not really sure where my origins are from.
Doesn't matter where your origins are from.
So I
You have to
spend it.
understand the nature of the job that you're doing is what's creating this lost feeling.
Yes, because I've thought to myself recently, I've got to kind of get out of it. I've done it since I was 19 years old. I'm now 36. And, my anxiety a lot of the time isn't good.
And you're getting
I mean,
that anxiety because you've been taking it on from the clients for the last 20 something years doing it, 19 years of doing it.
Yes,
And a
yes.
good portion of your soul, your spirit, 40 plus hours a week for a long period of time, is doing the work on the other side. And you don't know how to do your work on this side 40 hours a week for yourself.
No, there isn't enough time, really.
There is enough time.
Well, I suppose if you consider dream time, yes.
You are a no time being, and at any moment, you could have 5 moments, and inside that moment, get decades worth of inner work done in a single thought. You do it for clients that pass on all the time.
Well, like I literally some of them I have to tap the soul
Good.
and ease the path.
But you can't do it for yourself.
No, I find it very difficult to sort of do it for myself. I can't kind of figure out why I feel sometimes quite so unbalanced. It's
Because of the nature of the job that you're in.
for somebody who's had a lot of life experience right from a child, with all this wisdom that everybody comes with all this wisdom. It's very difficult at times. I do find it quite stressful.
Go into another aspect.
Oh no, I'm definitely looking.
You can go to emergency room, cancer recovery, rehab. You can go to so many others other than waiting for people to die. Palliative care.
Yes, well, I thought about going into a school and working with children because I'm also good at that. I thought just leave the palliative care for a while.
Let me advise you, don't do that. You're going to go
No?
from the pendulum of death to the pendulum of extreme youth. And I get a lot of people in my private sessions that are palliative care workers, and they think they can jump right into youth, and you can't. You need to take time for yourself and clearly define the next job that you're going to go into. Or you will discover that the pendulum of the other side, you won't be able to handle that frequency. You will lose yourself in those children.
Yeah.
Because right now you're losing yourself to your clients and don't even realize it.
Yeah, because I thought I carried quite a high frequency that I would be able to adapt to most things.
You do. But the nature of the job has created a extreme journey for you. There's no middle ground for you.
No.
There's no lateral. It's all vertical for you.
Yes.
It can't be an ever rising frequency. Life was never meant to be that.
No, I suppose at some point you've got to kind of plateau, don't you?
And you got to take the time to smell the roses that aren't for the funeral.
Yeah, yes. I mean, death doesn't disturb me. It's not like that. It doesn't worry me at all.
It doesn't disturb you anymore. There are a lot of people in this chat room that couldn't handle 1 hour of your job. 1 hour.
Yes, yes. I mean, I deal with quite complex cases. I'm quite highly trained to deal with lots of intervention care. So it can, it can be difficult at times.
My advice for you is do not go and work with children. Do not go in the psych ward. Okay? Cancer rehab, injury rehab, emergency room, x-ray tech. What you have plenty of skills to go somewhere else and do something else. Doctor's office.
Yeah, I'm a qualified medical secretary too.
Do it so that you're not spending 40 hours a week crossing people over. And when you get to have a month off where you're not spending 40 hours a week crossing over, you're going to get to smell the roses that aren't for the funeral.
Absolutely, I agree. I agree. And Andrew, do you know where my soul is from?
Yes, you're from the Pleiades.
I am. I didn't know because I'm a redhead. You can't see me on the camera here. And I only thought blondes came from Pleiades.
Pleiades aren't limited to blondes. They have all sorts of hair color.
Oh, okay. Because people are always like, oh, well, if you're going to talk about soul origin, wherever people come from, Pleiades has never been mentioned. Being a
Well, there's
redhead.
a lot of bad spiritual marketing about the Pleiadians out there, and some really crappy channelers who got 1 million views back in 2012 that set a bar that was never truthful. Because guess what? Pleiadians don't just look humans. There's thousands of different species. They're just, if you were to live in London and you call yourself a Londoner, okay, that's the same way the Pleiades are. That doesn't mean everyone has 2 arms and 2 legs.
Absolutely. I mean, I do live.
There are insectoid beings who live in the Pleiades that are Pleiadian. They share the common DNA of the celestial spirit helping them incarnate.
Yeah, I mean, I do have, a lot of sort of connection with ETs and things like that. They do help with a lot of work. Because I do quite a lot of, I think to a point, I'm a psychic, not a psychic healer. What do you call it? A surgeon, a psychic surgeon?
Absolutely a psychic surgeon. And you spent the last 19 years in palliative care refining it. And you probably don't even realize how advanced it is. You could easily transfer into a job as a healer with your own practice doing psychic surgery on clients remotely and under your own 2 hands.
Yes, well, I mean, the first time I realized that I might be a psychic surgeon was many, many years ago. And I can't quite remember what I was doing, but I was just sort of, I don't think I was working. I think it was something to do with healing. And I just sort of saw the whole body open up, layer by layer, piece by piece. And because I work with the ETs, I have an ability to spread an energy that I'm so glad I'm talking to someone who understands. This doesn't happen often.
I know.
And you can
So how long have you been working with the ETs?
Oh, well, gosh, right from about 14, 15, because my background, I'm a Zimbabwean. I am living in the UK, but my background is from Africa, born and bred in Africa, just after the Rhodesian War. And, mostly grew up under, the nuns in Catholic schools. Obviously, nothing was allowed to be said. If you were slightly psychic or of a different element, it was not condoned. So everything I sort of saw right from a child, I had to keep very, very quiet.
So this journey into being a contactee, what can you say to the other people out there who want these communications? And what level of responsibility do you have to hold these communications?
Well, I think it's just I try and live through heart space. I don't think it's often that I'm not living through my own heart space. Does that make sense?
Without heart space, you can't effectively communicate to them.
Yeah, I mean, your heart has to be really open and clear. I don't know how else to word it, really. I spend a lot of my life in service for other people. So I think my heart space is quite open.
Yes.
There's a lot of light.
You just got to spend some time being of service to yourself and not see it as selfish.
No, absolutely. I completely agree with you. And in my quiet moments, when I do meditate and I do go to the spirit world or whatever you wish to call it, I seem to have a direct link with the spirit world. I don't even have to meditate. I can close my eyes and I go. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, it has to do with the nature of your job.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do.
You fight off a lot of negative spirits and probably don't even realize it anymore. Just by your light.
I mean, I do occasionally encounter, like I know if there's something in my house, I do occasionally encounter things. It's very difficult for me to, I struggle because psychically I know things, but sometimes I'm not sure if it's my own emotions or psychic emotions. So it takes time to kind of sort it out.
But your light has become so bright over the 19 years, many entities just run away. And the ones you do have to deal with are the nasty, entangled ones.
Yeah, well, hopefully I don't have any entities around me. I don't think so.
No. Your light's too bright, and they can't feed off.
No, and I think that's probably why I have a sort of link with the ETs, because it's just because their energy is so high. It's just a natural connection.
Okay. what messages do you have from the ETs to talk to the audience right now? What would they like to say through you?
Well, I think what they really want to do is help us as people. They want to lighten our sort of energy, because on Earth is extremely dense. It's a very dense energy, as where with the ETs, it's so much kinder and gentler. And you have these massive, beautiful UFOs where they live. I mean, there was a wonderful book I read for anybody who wants to read about sort of ET communication. It was written by a woman in South Africa, and it's called Beyond the Light Barrier. Have
I
you
know
ever read that?
Oh, yeah?
Yes, yes, it's a wonderful book. And there, I think she talks about going to Pleiades. I'm not entirely sure where she went. And everything made so much more sense than it does on Earth. But if anybody wants a sort of introduction as to how other communities live, that's a good start.
Yep.
That's a very, very good start. And then it's to kind of, I suppose, as you say, you've got to pray, open your heart, let the light in, do the work.
That's right.
And I've done lots of work.
It shows. And it shows with the point that you have flawless communication.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I wonder, how other people spiritually engage, because you only know your reality to a certain point, don't you?
They don't engage. They tend to engage because ego or arrogance stops them.
Yes, it's true. It's very difficult with the ego, because the ego will always push back. You can feel that slight resistance.
As well as it wants to redact what you might, let's say you have 10 minutes where you are in contact. The ego will start to redact and cover up what you learned from them.
Yes, the ego is difficult, necessary but difficult. I think also when you're with the ETs, you probably work a lot with the ETs, I imagine, as well.
Scores of them that come as collectives now. They're not individual species anymore. They come as collectives of scores of species.
And it's very important to keep grounded.
That's right.
When you're working with them, because you can float.
As well as do harm to them. That's why so many people who I want my communication. It's never going to happen because you're not grounded enough. And if they reach in and do too much and expend a little too much, you can cause harm to them.
Yeah, I mean, I've not encountered anything like that. I mean, I've just left it to be quite natural. I've never ever pushed anything.
I have.
And you've experienced that.
Because I needed to know a truth.
Right. And what happened?
Well, I read them as a collective. It is a collective of billions of beings. Just like I read individual people, I can read a species as a collective and an individual.
Wonderful.
I wanted to understand the Great Dreamtime Awakening and their entanglements and unentanglements and why they're helping and why they're not helping.
Oh.
What their ideologies are. They're individuated and collective futures.
I see. Okay. And you did them damage, did you?
No, I came to understand why there's not widespread communication on this world.
Well, I also think people are not completely ready for that kind of energy. You have to carry a lot of light to let that in. It's not an easy.
You really have to. Right, you have to learn to let dirty light.
Yeah, it's also not an easy frequency to hold.
Nope.
I think you're quite lucky if you can do it naturally.
There are many that can do it naturally, but they lack confidence or belief in themselves. Confidence and belief is so vital in this capacity to stay grounded in yourself and not let the ego or the arrogance take over. To not ask instant gratification questions to a fourth, fifth, or sixth density being.
Absolutely.
To ask truly philanthropic, entrepreneurial, beneficial questions to the all of humanity, surface, subsurface, and astral.
And also, Andrew, I was going to ask you another thing. How do you kind of cope? Because I find a lot in my life that people come to me for help in all aspects. Friends, boyfriends. I never seem to get a whole person. That sounds awful, doesn't it?
I fully understand that one.
And how do you kind of cope with that? Because I kind of think to myself, as nice as it is to help others, wouldn't it be wonderful just to find a whole person? Occasionally I do, and they feel like a ray of sunshine.
I learned a long time ago that my path is set in equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order, and that's the signature frequency teacher of the moment of now that is me.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
And if they're not the signature frequency of the moment of now, meaning equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order, I cannot see them as lesser or greater. They're just on the path of the great Dreamtime awakening. I can't step on their journey I can easily step on their journey with a handful of words that can screw up their belief system. I let them curate their own world. Does it suck sometime? Yeah. Why? There's no peer. Very few you can share some of the inner truths with.
Yes.
But I also have communication with beings who are not physical, who I can share some of my inner truths. Sucky part is they're not manifested here in two legs. They don't really know what it's like to be in these legs, in this world. So I do this out of contribution and service. In the eternal, internal, humble me learned a long time ago when I agreed to do this position as the Galactic Historian, that it wouldn't be easy, that it would be a very big challenge to get people to remember because they don't want to. They don't want to hold their own responsibility. How do I cope? Prayer, the joy of prayer. My capacity to connect to people and be humble, to be a healer, to be contribution and service, to not be a zealot, to not be a martyr, and know that Great Spirit provides what is needed in the moment. I know I am never alone. I know I came from love. I will never not without love unless I deny it. And I know that truth so deep inside of me that I must remain equal to my responsibility is equal to my level of awareness. I learned a long time ago that just because I can read the Akashic Records of hundreds of thousands of worlds doesn't mean I should. I cope by not having curiosity learning. I cope by being me. By running my business, by doing those, and talking
and being humble.
And being humble. That's how I cope.
And do I have the same ability as you to read the records, as you call it?
Yes. It's just a matter of experience, training, and internal courage.
Oh, I see.
Courage isn't mystical.
No, I can definitely see people's timelines, if that makes sense. I haven't done any training or anything. I just try and let it be natural, but I can definitely see in some people who are close to me where they've come from and sort of things like that.
Mm-hmm. I see potentials and timelines in people too, but that doesn't mean I act on them.
Oh no, I don't say anything. I'm quite quiet. They wouldn't understand what I'm talking about anyway.
Yeah, but I've been exposed to this since I was 9.
Yeah, I'm probably the same as you. Probably quite young, I realized that things were slightly different.
Yeah, but mine was completely to the point where I saw all their past, present, and the future simultaneously existing in their karmic and dharmic entanglements as an equation in space and time. So everyone's a transparent equation to me. And that makes it hard to have friends at times.
Well, it's quite mind-blowing, isn't it?
Not anymore to me. I don't pay attention to the transparency anymore. It's part of my coping. I don't need to know everything, and I don't want to know everything.
Well, no, we shouldn't know.
No point in me being here.
Shouldn't. No, absolutely, we shouldn't know everything. As much as we'd like to tap and investigate.
right?
No,
Hey,
I
darling,
definitely.
I gotta let you go and move on to my next caller. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, and just one question. Any psychic information for me for the future before you disappear?
Change jobs.
Change jobs?
If you've got time, go and do cranial sacral level 1 and 2, myofascial level 1 and 2, massage something that gets you out of the job and puts you the last 19 years of palliative care as a healer. Hands-on healer, remote healer. Your psychic surgery skills, you have no idea how potent they are. And you just got to believe in yourself that you can make a living that isn't in palliative care and being run by someone else, that you can run your own business. You can do it.
Right, lovely. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. You have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Wonderful to talk to you, my dear.
You too. All right, Robert, let's spin up that wheel of callers and see who is next on the universal wheel of synchronicities.
Okie dokie. Vanya, you are unmuted with Andrew. Vanya.
Vanya.
Hello. Hi, Andrew. Can you hear me?
Yes. Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Canada.
There we go. Welcome to the show, Vanya. How are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am doing very good today. What did you think of our opening conversations?
Oh my God. You know what? Every time I listen to you and you do one of these, I'm just shaking on the inside. I'm sorry. So much energy is flowing through me, but it always moves me emotionally, physically, mentally. All aspects of my cells open up. It's just so super powerful. You are so eloquent and you always know the right words to choose to open up another field of energy. It's just incredible.
Oh,
thank you.
No, thank you so much. What kind of conversation do you want to have with me today?
I am wanting to kind of be an example for everybody else out there. If there is a stream read that can be used as a teaching for myself and everybody else listening to tonight's show, I would be very open and willing to offer that out.
Okay. Let's just say you're not holding your strength and power right now.
Okay.
Have you been avoiding something in the spirit world?
In the spirit world, I don't think I'm avoiding anything. No.
Your responsibility from the spirit to the physical world?
Do you mind getting a little bit clearer with that for me? Pointing it out? Like, just smack me over the head with it, please. Thanks.
Your practice has become stale.
Okay. My personal practice or for what I do for other people?
Both. Your personal practice and your business practice have become stale.
Okay. How can I change that for myself?
Are you in a relationship right now?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
No. Because I can't find anybody.
I don't believe that.
Oh, I swear to God. I swear. If you ask any of my friends, they all see what I'm trying, but it's not working out for me.
Have you set your standards so high that it's impossible for the universe to bring that to you?
If you met the guys I dated, you'd say, no, I'm not. I am very, very, very open, very loving, but everything starts and ends abruptly.
Yes, because there's a standard that gets not met and it immediately ended.
Oh, okay. I'm unconscious of that.
No, you're not. You have a cutoff point, and you are times when you get desperate and bring people into your field that are low frequency, and you just deal with them a while because you think you can fix them.
Okay.
You're a spiritual mechanic at times, right?
Always, every day.
So you have to put away your fixer and be a girl, a woman, not a fixer.
Okay. I respect that, yes.
You can't be covered in the oil and grease of everyone else anymore.
Okay.
Your job does what for other people?
What do I do for other people? Sadly, I guess I'm a, well, I'm not sadly, but psychic reader, energy healer, soul consultations, kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. You're doing it for everyone else.
Yep.
You can't do it for yourself now.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to my world.
Yes, I know.
I've been on this path of doing it for myself for a long time. And as I said earlier, your journey's become stale. You've turned over all the stones the universe has given you, and you don't want the next bag of stones that the universe is going to throw at you.
Oh, well, not if they're going to drown me.
No, they're there as part of your greater journey. Okay, you've become stable. Yeah. You've got people in your life that love you. You've grown, but you don't know where to go to next.
Yes. Yes.
Because you can't control where you're going to grow to next.
Okay. Well, I'm open to changing and growing. Always. I've been following you for a long time, been to a few of your events. So I'm very open.
I know you're open. I know that quite well. What I'm trying to understand here is you have to go into the unknown.
Okay.
Just like you do when you're working with other people who don't want to go into the unknown.
Okay.
You got to shine the light in the void space and realize that you're the shining light.
Right.
And your shining light is attracting what to you right now?
Clients.
But not somebody equal to you.
That's correct.
And that is a pheromone issue. You have trained over the years to put out an energetic pheromone that attracts clients.
Okay.
But not somebody that will complete you and be a part of your spiritual journey and not siphon life force from you and betray the light that is you.
Yes. Very powerfully well.
Are you really afraid of having a relationship that you might not know how to deal with because they might truly be equal to you?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. I've actually pondered that of recent. You're so good. I've pondered that of recent, and I can't say how I would be until I'm there. I'd actually relish having someone who is more equal to me. I've been asking the universe for more equal. It's just that where I live, there's nobody here. They're all women that do this type of thing. There's no men. There's no men that are open. I tell people honestly on my first date I'm a psychic, and that's pretty much it.
Where in Canada are you?
The capital, Ottawa.
Okay. Do you have to stay in Ottawa?
For another 2 years till my mortgage is up. Yes.
Then what?
I have no idea. I'm not feeling the energy to be pulled any which way.
In all reality, you could rent your house out in the next month and be anywhere in the world.
Ooh. I would love to, but there's somebody with me that I can't do that to.
Yeah, you can. You're just not willing to do it.
I can't drag my senior mom around.
It's not to insult that person there. They do have to be responsible for themselves. And right now you're taking on the responsibilities for a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm.
If spirit told you in a moment to go on a pilgrimage and to see the world, would you go?
Yes.
So then what about seeing living with you?
Well, I know that, I'd have to leave stuff behind for them so everything would be okay. And then I'd go off doing my thing. But yeah. Are you telling me to go somewhere?
I'm trying to help you understand how much limitations you have around you.
Okay.
And how easy it is to argue for our limitations because you have endured a lot and you have found stability
Yes.
Stability is awesome, isn't it?
Yes, but we all know that never stays. Change is evidence. It would happen all the time.
No. Stability can last a lifetime. There are people with the white picket fence that have it all the time.
But they don't do what we do. I mean, you keep moving around, you keep doing your thing, you keep expanding and trying and doing different things. And I don't know how
I'm willing to go to the very edge of my unknown and make it known.
Yes. Okay. So please tell me how.
What is your unknown? What is your cutoff point of known? And the next step is the unknown.
Yes.
Use your stability right now. What is your cutoff point where this is too much unknown for me? That might upset my stability.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There goes the big eyes. Yep, you just gave me big eyes.
All right, I'm gonna help you use some of your skills. I want you to zone in on Toronto, Canada, 1929, and just see the overview of the city, because it's radically different than it is today.
Yes, it is.
What is unknown for you?
What is unknown for me when I'm viewing that?
Yes.
What it could develop into. There's so many different possibilities. There's so many options and choices. It could be anything.
Compare it to today. What's known to you?
Yeah, it's huge. It's popular. It's bustling. There's lots of positive, and there's also a lot of blech.
Do you see yourself there?
No, because that's where I ran from. I used to live there, and I moved to Ottawa.
Guess what? 1929. You are there.
In 1929, I was in Toronto.
Yes.
Good God, I didn't move that far. Okay, that's great.
You were running alcohol across the border.
Oh wow, I was a breaker back then. Okay.
Runner. Whiskey runner.
Obviously male then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you see yourself now? Can you get to the unknown here and see yourself as a spirit in a lineage body?
Yes.
What do you feel about yourself then?
No one's going to tell me what to do and how to do it, period. I will take care of myself and make sure that nothing is going to be in my way. I desire money. I desire freedom. I desire a lot of things. And I just go and take life by the balls and do it. Sorry, that's aggressive, but it's true.
Okay. Have you taken life in that life?
Yes. Yep. I feel like I have many.
How many of those people that you take in life are your clients now in Ottawa?
Holy crow. Don't even go there.
Right on the edge of the known.
Oh, I would never want to know that. But at least I'm helping them in this lifetime and I'm giving them what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why I bend over backwards?
All the alcohol that crossed the border caused a lot of happiness and created a lot of kids during the Prohibition. They're also your clients. Potentially.
Oh, dear God. That's funny. That's not what I was expecting, but thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now let's change it up a little bit. I want you to go to Tokyo, Japan, 1860, right when the island is opening up to the whole world.
Whoa.
Can you see yourself there, or are you not there?
That's a good one because I can immediately see myself there, but I'm now you're making me second guess myself. But I
Don't
know I have.
This is about being on the edge of the unknown and you using your skills in a whole new way that's going to enthuse you to something new.
Mhm. I definitely can see myself there as another male.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm just going to say healing arts back then. There was some healing energies, stuff that I was doing there. Medicines.
Alchemy.
Alchemy, thank you.
Okay. Now let's go to another place. I'm going to give you a challenging one.
Oh, no.
Bucharest, Romania, 1670.
1670, Bucharest, Romania. Dear Lord. Is this in Hungary? I don't know. Okay. You throwing me for that one because is it Romania or Bucharest? Because is Bucharest in Hungary?
Bucharest is this Bucharest, Hungary. Sorry,
That's
Bucharest, okay. Hungary. Yes. Well, actually, all that was Romania back then, but
Hungary, okay.
Austrian Hungary.
Okay.
Bucharest. 1670.
1670 Bucharest. Feel female. Wow. Limited. At first I feel like I'm a bubba with a scarf around my head and kind of missing some teeth. That's what I'm feeling, but I may be wrong.
Why are you doubting yourself?
Because it's just images that flash in my head really quickly, and I'm wondering if I can place that there myself sometimes.
Is your soul in a body in Bucharest, which is in Romania?
Meaning a shard of myself, is it there right now? Or am I picking up, or am I tuning into a frequency that's there?
Correct. Is this soul that's in this body, right, in your body right now, Vanya, in a body in 1670 in Bucharest? Yes or no?
First word is yes. Second one is no. See? I'm going to actually go with the no part.
Okay. Good job. Why was it so hard for you?
To see myself there, or to believe that was part of me?
Yes. Because if you were doing this, you'd have zoned right in and it would have been pure confidence behind you.
Because when it comes to me and feeling me, I have the hardest time. When I am feeling other people, it is so easy. It is me. Like if I was to go into a trance for me, if I was to channel for me, nothing comes that's accurate.
Bullshit.
So there's a okay.
Bullshit.
Okay. All right.
Why don't you trust yourself?
For myself, I don't trust myself. I don't know.
For your own journey.
I don't know.
But you trust yourself to help on other journeys.
Because it's so clear. With mine, it's like I guess it's my ego basically saying that can't possibly be true.
Who imparted that to you?
The wisdom for myself being blocked. Who imparted that to me? I think I probably picked that up as a little one.
Okay.
For myself.
Let's go ahead and clear that blockage in you right now.
Okay.
It coming out of your spinal column, deeply imprinted in you. You don't know if you're making it up or it's true when the skill was still early and young to you.
Mm.
Am I making it up? Is it real? Is it not? I don't know. Hesitation, doubt coming out of you.
Yes.
Find a confidence, the same confidence you have for doing for others. Do unto others you would do unto yourself.
Mm.
It's your gift waiting for you.
Got it. Got it. I feel like, strangely enough, there's a heat rising and a shift in my feeling in the core. If you were to address me about me, I feel like there's almost like fire in my belly. If that's a nice way of explaining it. It's the simple way to explain it, but it's so much more than that. But it's like this stuff is just flowing, and it's great. I can feel that.
Revel in it. Fully embrace it. Let it get to every cell in your body.
Pulling it, definitely pulling it, yes.
Your birthright and legacy. To believe in yourself.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Let's go a little deeper now.
Okay.
You have this confidence now. You have this burn in your stomach. I want you to see Nazca lines, 2,200 BC. High above the Nazca lines. Are you there in an incarnated body or not?
It is not an incarnated body.
What are you doing as a spirit?
I don't know why, but I'm going to say that I'm a purveyor, a surveyor, taking in areas and energy, looking for the next best possible place to bring my energy forward so that I can make an imprint and change.
Pretty easy, wasn't that?
Yep, that was very, very clear. And I didn't even want to look at your face, though, to see if I was close or not.
Okay. Let's go further back.
Sorry.
I'm trying to decide where I'm going to take you. Kerala, India.
Ooh.
29,300 years ago. Are you an incarnated physical spirit or not?
I'm going to say not.
What are you?
I can't see anything, but for some reason, the word animal is coming up.
Go deeper. What are you? If you were an animal, you'd be an incarnated spirit.
Okay.
29,300 years ago, Kerala, India. What are you?
I'm sorry, I'm not picking up anything.
Yes, because you're in the deep in the unknown now. And why it's so hard right now is because you're not actually a human in Kerala, India, 29,300 years ago. You're a being with multiple arms and legs that can change your hologram, and you can't perceive yourself as a high-density being.
Wow.
Greg saw it in the chat
Yeah,
room.
I saw Greg say it. Great. Thanks, Greg.
These are the types of exercises in self-confidence that you got to do. You got to be willing to look at the super powerful you of the past. I had to do it as part of my rites of passage to accept Andrew as not this little tiny motherfucking micro being compared to who the fuck I was before. They all look at me as the macro being, like, dude the fuck's doing it now, not their ass.
Yes. Yes. I recognize that statement and I feel it very much. Yes.
You got to be willing to look at yourself. Bad and the ugly.
True. So why the heck did animal come up? Was it because I didn't feel normal?
Lack of confidence.
Lack of confidence. Okay.
See?
Whew. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an easy
sir.
one.
Oh, you're gonna give me an easy? Okay.
Mm-hmm. What's around you in the unseen world right now?
What's around me in the unseen world now? I feel like it's a little quiet right now. They're leaving me alone, but I know that I have cats. I have Lyran's beings, cat beings. I have no idea why, because
believe in yourself. Feel that burn in your gut. Don't let go of it so easy.
I see multiple beings from multiple different races. Beings that I don't even have a word to describe.
Work through the emotion. Work through it. Keep on translating.
It's only light language that wants to come.
And let it come. Let it flow. Takia cho ta ka ka wa cha ka ka yato ka te te na ta. Takuya.
Kush yashke kulokto sopla flok to omniak to look to ak to kwak wakria to kwa. Liaktia shamana kwakliak tia kala krakria kuto look diak to like for kupuru. Look to a cloud to Mahatakle Akri, to Halik, the how to Quakia. Clock row, crea, le cro, the cla kurvi, a crea hat, a cloud, ruku.
You had a lot to say. Where are these emotions coming from?
It's to realize that I have had so many beings supporting me and shoving me in the directions every single moment of every single day. And I don't turn around and say, hey, thanks so much, because they're leading me down that road. No matter what I do, they're leading me there. And I never have to think, I never have to worry. It's always there, no matter what I need or how I need it or what I need to do. It's hard to believe that in the unseen world, I am so highly supported, even though I'm that little macro schmuck on beautiful planet Earth.
You're not a macro. You're not a macro schmuck. You're you. You're Vanya, the incarnate, living, breathing manifestation. You want to know how I do this? I see everyone as a living, breathing manifestation, conscious being of choice.
Yes.
How's this called for you to make some choices and be confident?
Thank you.
You're not done just yet. You're welcome. You're not done just yet. You got some confidence building things in yourself that you got to do. And because you're so skilled and you're a good teacher to the audience right now, I'm going to help you out a different level. I'm going to pull the curtain back.
Please tell me I'm wearing clothes under that curtain.
Yes. You're beautiful light body right now. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to calm yourself and feel that inner burn you talked about earlier.
Yes.
I want you to pay yourself for a 1-hour session energetically right now. Can you do that? Feel that exchange and currency coming into you.
Yes.
Why is it so hard for you to attract a mate right now?
Innately, I don't believe that some way, some shape or form that I am not worthy of that. Again.
You are worthy. Counter the unworthiness right now. As the powerful being of connected you are now, you are worthy.
De flor yatsam na khudaler ni hola la hasham no la yakwata li tuta fala tutuniatre. Yala mania holaknya tu la tiafasliasia. Ulianya o nia luk nang yau kut aflau kut tahlach niau tu. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry. Now, the next part. You know you are worthy. You have received your own current and currency for your own session, your own energy for yourself. The future you. I want you to see a you 1 year from now. Where are you? What are you doing? Allow yourself to just naturally experience the timelines like you would do for other clients. What's going on for you at a year from now?
Ooh. That was an emotional ride. Oh, wow. As of this moment, everything has changed. The future I saw 2 days ago is not the future that I see now.
Mm-hmm. What's changed?
The power within. I am no longer afraid. I'm crying, but I'm not afraid.
Good girl. Good girl. Keep going. See that 1 year from now. See it stronger and harder. Solidify it as ancient future now.
That just came through the screen at me.
Mm-hmm. Choosing to use my power in a different way. Because you can express it. Solidify 1 year from now.
Wow.
October 29th, 2020. 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. See yourself.
She is one amazing being. So strong, really busy, super happy. And for some reason, I see somebody with me. And it's great. He's everything that I've always asked for. And in return, he is honoring who I am. He sees me and respects me for who I am. I don't have to be different. I don't have to be the person that everybody else wanted me to be. I am free to be exactly as I am, and I am loved and honored and respected and cherished and emotionally and mentally supported. And I'm damn good at what I do.
You are.
Andrew, from the bottom of my heart, and for all those days that I have listened to you and done the work, thank you. I love you so much as a fellow being doing this work. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my honor to be guide through the past, present, and the future. That's my journey. To be a friend of all friends.
Amen, brother.
Simultaneous existing.
You are.
Time awakening.
I'm so grateful that you exist in this time frame that I am in here. Amazing. Thank you. Now I know why you
solidify this in you. Let the emotions finish so you can solidify this vision. Just like you do for clients, they can easily let it go.
No. No. No, that is what I've been waiting for. I am not letting that go.
You know what I'm talking about, though. You can do some of the greatest healings, and an hour later they forget.
It's true.
What do you got to do to solidify? You're still on the clock for yourself. What do you got to do to solidify this tomorrow and the next day and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that?
Take myself back to this exact moment and this time every single day and remind myself of the energy to carry it forward one more day.
Because you are the ever-present, moment-to-moment living being, passing on the torch of your own eldership to you. Every night you go to sleep and every day you wake up, you pass on the torch of your own eldership and hold your own mantle of responsibility to be potent and powerful, grounded and connected, in contribution and service, and not a zealot or a martyr lost.
No. Contribution and service. Fifth world of peace.
Fifth world of peace.
Ooh, the burning is so strong. I need a Xantax. Sorry, I use humor.
Okay.
Woo.
Got one more thing for you to do now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to turn your empathy onto yourself now. There's a part of your skill set that you've externalized as a psychic, and you need to bring it back into you as the current and currency of giving to yourself the skills that you have. You can no longer use your skill set as an external third-person observer for others. It is you, has always been you, and never not been you. This is why you couldn't do it for yourself before.
Because I always thought it was outside of me. I didn't name it and claim it.
That's right. Do your clients define your worth?
No. No, they don't. No, it just proves that I know what I'm doing when I do help them.
Okay.
But my worth, I'm a good person. I've done good things my whole life, and I know that I am worth all good things.
Okay. Bring that current and currency from the external inside. All the external skill sets have to be internalized. This is truly passing on your rites of passage to yourself.
You always know the right words to say at the right time. That just really, really resonated.
What words do you have to tell yourself that the trauma of externalization of the skills can no longer be a trauma? I am sharing my hub of connectivity with you and everyone in this audience, past, present, and future. You have the words for yourself. What words do you need to end the externalization and internalize? You are a potent and powerful psychic reader and healer.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I needed to say.
No,
that I am
you need to
the
name
potent.
It. You need to name it and claim it in your words. Feminine words. Not this masculine Andrew who's sharing a hub of interconnectivity. That's Andrew naming it to claim it for you. You got to name it to claim it for yourself. Because you're afraid right now of claiming it. Part of you, young girl who's afraid of it right now.
Woo! I, Vanya, claim the power that is mine, the knowledge, the skills, the abilities from all time streams, dimensions, galaxies, and universes I have ever existed on or in. I bring that into the me of the now, and I claim this power that is mine, and mine that I am here to use, to assist others, and naming and claiming their power in this fifth world of peace as a peacemaker and a peace sharer for all.
Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My God.
Truly revel in this energy.
I will. You guys have been so active in the chat room. I've just seen it pop up 1,000 ways. And my love to all of you. Thank you for being so supportive and kind and listening. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so honored to A, have my ass whooped a bit, and B, to be a learning stream for somebody else out there. Okay. Thank you for that honor.
Okay. You just made yesterday's, today's, tomorrow.
I could kiss you. Thank you. Seriously, you're the best. You're the best.
Thank you for being an amazing teacher to a lot of people.
Thank you for your kindness and your knowledge and your abilities and all the hard work you do. I could not be you, but I'm so grateful I'm me.
You could be me. Everyone.
Oh, gosh. No, I don't know.
Commitment, courage, discernment, yes. None of which are missing.
Yes, you are incredible. And I just, on a side note, need to say this. I don't know if anybody else out there, but I'm sure this is something, you come in my dreams a heck of a lot, and boy, are you knocking me around in my dreams. You are constantly teaching me. Thank you. So just got to say that. And what is the purpose of you doing that? Why are you the figure that comes in? Is it because I'm doing your work? Is it because I trust you implicitly? What is that for everybody out there? Why does Andrew come to us in our dreams?
It's the great Dreamtime Awakening.
Right on.
Living the mystical life daily, all the 8 meditation teachings end with see you in the dream world.
Amen.
Why?
Yep.
I'm a living, breathing manifestation of non-duality, non-separation, dreaming I am being.
Yes, you are.
So are you. So is everyone.
Yes, I am. Super powerful. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Darling, make sure you take a nice bath tonight. Be a feminine. See that vision of that man, October 28th, 29th, 2020. See that vision, hold it. Okay. Give yourself the rest of your 1 hour of current and currency that you've paid for yourself to finish the internalization process.
Thank you. I will.
And once a month, as a self-healer, self-nurturer, I want you to pay yourself for a 1 hour session and repeat this process.
Brilliant. Thank God this is recorded. We'll definitely do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings to you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Powerful callers, powerful teachers. All right, Robert. I believe this will call the end to today's show. So everyone, make sure you get an opportunity to go onto your social media and put on these shows and spread the word. We are creating it all. I'll see you this coming Thursday.
Thank you, Andrew.
Each different bubble of reality is true.
A galactic historian is a person that looks at all the lines of dramatic karma.
Nudge, nudge, it's the Holy Grail. Improvise. Mysterious. It's counter psychic intelligence.
Why is DNA farming of this star cluster so important?
Because we do manifest our reality. We do create our reality.